there and welcome to another video from Hegarty Maths. It's Mr. Hegarty here, and in this video we're talking about fractions of an amount. As always, we're going to start with some previous learning. Previously on Hegarty Maths, we talked about working out the answer to a fifth multiplied by 35 and things of that nature. So to work this out by multiplying fractions, we might do something like a fifth multiplied by 35. You may think of 35 as 35 over 1, and you look for common factors anywhere. You could look between them and they share a common factor of 5, so divide that by 5, divide that by 5, and you get 1 multiplied by 7 over 1 times 1 is 1, and 7 over 1 is of course 7. So you could have done that, but alternatively there was a really slick thing I told you in a previous video about linking multiplying fractions and dividing by whole numbers. I said multiplying by a fifth has the same effect as dividing by the whole number 5. So if I look at a fifth multiplied by 35, I would just say, well, that's the same thing as 35 divided by 5, which of course is equal to 7. So there's some of the skills I might rely on in this video. And next, I want you to just read this and tell me what the key word is. What is a fifth of 35? What is 3/5 of 35? The word of there is the important one. Of basically can mean multiply in maths. So this is like asking the question, what is a fifth of 35? What is 3/5 of 35? Okay? Now, there are ways of doing this. I'll show you. A fifth of 35, I can say, like I did in the previous slide, that's like 35 divided by 5, which is equal to 7, right? And if I know 1/5, I know that 1/5 has value 7, right? So 3/5, 3 lots of these 7s must have value 7 times 3, which is equal to 21. Okay? Now, this here is a way of working out 1/5 of 35 and 3/5 of 35 just using logic. I just want to show you that what I'm telling you definitely works by a picture that you won't be able to argue with. So say I'm trying to answer the question, what's 3/5 of 35? If I drew you a picture like this, okay, and I divided it into fifths, so maybe 1/5 there, 2/5 there, 3/5 there, 4/5 and 5/5, and I said the whole bar is worth the total amount of 35, and I wanted to ask you how much 3 of the bars are worth. So say I want to work out 3/5 of 35. Okay, so I'm going to colour in how many of the fifths I want to work out. Do you agree that picture is equivalent to working out 3/5 of 35 if the whole bar is worth 35? Now, the key is to work out what goes in one bar. It must be an equal amount. So to work out what goes in one bar, you must do 35 divided by 5, which is equal to 7. So you knew 7 must go in each little box or bar. Now, I only interested in what I've highlighted, like this bit here. So how do I work out how much 3/5 is worth? Well, I would do 3, because I want 3 bars, multiplied by 7, which is equal to 21. And that's exactly what I did up there. If you think about it, I worked out 1/5, I did 35 divided by 5 and I got 7, and I knew 1/5 or one box was worth 7, so 3/5, 3 boxes, must be 3 times 7, which is 21. So here's a picture that you can't dispute, and therefore the technique with the numbers is definitely working. So let's try some questions and I'll show you how to lay it out really neatly. What's 1/4 of 24? There's no need to draw pictures for this anymore. I would just say I would work out 24 divided by 4, and I would say that is equal to 6. Now, what's 3/4 of 24? Well, I'd always work out 1/4 first. It's always handy to just have 1/4 of 24 up here, which I know is 24 over 4, which is equal to 6. So therefore 3/4 of 24 must be 3 lots of 6, which is equal to 18. Okay, that's how I would show my working. Now it's really useful to just keep track that you know a quarter and 3/4. You never know how complicated questions might get. It might be useful to know a quarter as well as 3/4. So I'd lay out my working like that. Show yourself working out a quarter, even though up here I'd already done it, and then show yourself working out 3/4. Right, let's try another one. 3/7 of 14 pounds. So firstly, I'm going to work out 1/7 of 14 pounds. I'll put a colon to say here's my working, and I'm going to do 14 divided by 7, which is equal to 2. Now I'm going to work out 3/7 of 14 pounds, and that's clearly, if 1/7 is 2, I'm just going to have 3 lots of 2, which is equal to 6. So the answer to this question, there's my working, the answer to this question is £6. And make sure you don't forget your units. Right, try this one. Okay, 3/5 of 15 kilograms. I'm going to just state that I can work out 1/5 of 15 kilograms. 1/5 of 15 kilograms means 15 divided by 5, which is 3 kilograms. So therefore 3/5 of 15 kilograms must be equal to 3 lots of 3 kilograms. So I'll just say 3 multiplied by 3, which is 9 kilograms. Go up here and state your answer, 9 kilograms, like that. Try this one. So 3/17 of 34 kilograms. The first thing I do is do 1/17 of 34 kilograms. And that's obviously going to be 34 divided by 17, which is going to be equal to 2 kilograms. So therefore 3/17 of 34 kilograms is going to be 3 lots of 2 kilograms, so 3 multiplied by 2, which is 6 kilograms. And I'd go up here and just state my answer is 6 kilograms. And last one, let's try a worded problem. 3/7 of the pupils in a year 9 say their favourite colour is red. There are 364 pupils in year 9. How many students have red as their favourite colour? So let's state what problem we're trying to solve. 3/7 of the pupil say their favourite colour is red. There are 364 pupils in total in year 9, and the question we're trying to answer is how many students have red as their favourite colour? What we're trying to work out, I'm sure you can see, is 3/7 of 364. So let's work out 1/7 of 364, which is equal to 364 over 7 divided by 7. We may need to go over here and do some working. 364 divided by 7 by short division. 7 goes into 3 no times, carry the 3. 7 goes into 35 5 times, carry the 1. 7 goes into 14 twice. So this must be equal to 52. 1/7 is equal to 52. Therefore 3/7 of 364 must be 3 multiplied by 52. By the distributive law, that's 3 multiplied by 50, add 3 multiplied by 2. 3 multiplied by 50 is 150. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. So that must be 156. Now just take a second to actually answer worded problems. Whenever you get worded problems, make sure you write a sentence back to the examiner or for your homework to state what you found. So there are 156 students in year 9 who have red as their favourite. And that's it for this video. That's working out fractions of amounts. Thank you very much for watching.